That is strictly part of who I am. I've always been that way. I think I will always be that way. It's just part of who I am. Situation, fast reaction. Most of the time, I'm having a confrontation. I'll just leave when it's not finished, and I'll feel bad right after. Most of the time, I'll buy some stuff, and I have buyer's regrets right after. So today, um, this my neighbor, and she's nice. Another one yesterday, another one. Somebody threw food out of their window, and she told me, "Hey, is that you?" And she was really cool, and she's really kind. I was like, "No," and she said, "Well, I don't know, because there's not a lot of people that could have done it." And then in my mind, I was like, "Okay, well, I have the proof. I have the proof that today we ate. Today we ate ramen. I have the proof that today I cleaned the apartment. Right? I cleaned the apartment today. I cleaned the apartment today. So I have proof that I didn't do it. The neighbor that was giving me shit yesterday, I got it on camera. Well, I got the audio recording of her treating me and being a complete asshole. You know? So if something would happen, I do have tools to solve situation. And how about that? For example, today, yes, I did talk to people. And I talked to people more than I could have? No. Did I talk to people that I did feel the need to talk to? No. For example, we talked to three people in particular. Somebody came in, Titapsi, about Edgewater. Titapsi has always been cool to me, always been a good dude. And Titapsi is kind of cool because he has passion. And when we talk about passion, somebody is passionate. It doesn't matter. So this a person like that, and again, it's not a insult. But somebody that's passionate like that, right? You'll talk to them about something, and they don't really care about real life. They don't care, and I was like that with anime. My cousin that I saw last 2 weeks was like that because we talking about magic, right? And it's a case of how can I say that? It's refreshing not to talk about life. Like for example, you're having a really shitty day, right? And you got a bunch of people that are gonna say, "Hey, how are you?" Then what's going on? Some people are not gonna ask you because they don't care, and then you have those people that are just passionate and they're like, that's how I first started talking. So we talked about Cyberpunk Edge Runner, which was super cool. Talked to Anna and me, we laughed a lot, which was good. See, Anna was kind of important today to talk to because, well, because Anna, I don't know if I should say that. Okay, well, sorry, Anna, if you're watching this. But Anna was also dealing with situation. So we fell into depression, and she also kind of has depressive episode. So the fact that we kind of live that vicariously in parallel wise, yeah, nice because imagine you have this person in your life, right? And you're going through shit, and they're also going through shit, and then you heal, and it didn't heal, you know, kind of tough. So she's doing better today, which really made me happy because it's one thing to you feel happy, but I am a person that will put others before him. So somebody's not, for example, Janice is doing better with his family, right? And I'll ask him about how he's doing and everything like that. Now the cool thing with Janice is he's fucking in another country, so I cannot do much for him except for giving it advice, right? But even then, like it's super helpful, and it's never in the sense of we're talking for hours. Janice will talk like an hour every day, so that's cool. And the last person I talked to was Andrew, and also Andrew is somebody I fucking love. Andrew, reason why I love that guy is because he's always thinking about others. He's super generous. He really thinks about other people before himself. And Andrew is somebody that has my back. You know, there's people that like, are they trying to use you? Are they using you for clout, for visibility? There was this girl who one day she tells me, "Hey, you stay in my life," because she was going to. But I told her, "Hey, don't give up." And the next day she asked me for battle, and then I told her I don't do battles, and she blocked me. So I'm like, you're a piece of shit. Andrew is one of those people that he's there for me, and it's not necessarily about being there for you. It's just like I said, it's all a question about Steph and even Vendetta. And there's people that I know are going to be there for me, and there's people that are going to be there for the spectacle, right? Now, am I saying that you shouldn't be there for the spectacle? No. If you want to be there for the spectacle, be there for the spectacle. I don't give a shit. But if you don't think about the human being behind the content creator, that's kind of shitty. That's kind of shitty. That is kind of shitty, and I don't think that's something that you should do. You do whatever you want, but I don't think that's something that you should do. And that being said, there's a lot going on. For example, with my parents, it was really nice because the first thing I did, I was freaking out when I received the bill, the 30,000 bill, which was solved yesterday, by the way. This is why we're doing better. I was really nervous into the situation of owing money to the government, right? And the fact that I was able to call them yesterday, both and say, hey, I finally have some good news for you after months of not having good news. My mom was like, did you get a job? And it fucking sucks because my father and I, we're super alike. We are super alike. So I told him, hey, I have a good news for you. And I wanted to talk to my mom first because my mom, my mom was more helpful towards the situation of the debt. She was more helpful in finding me a solution. My father was more helpful in trying to see the option, right? My father was like more so, hey, I don't have a guarantee that I'm gonna be able to help you, but I'm gonna try. My mom was like, don't worry, I'm gonna help you, right? So I want to kind of call my mom first because she did more for me, and I just think it's more fair to call my mom first. Besides, my mom also handles pressure in a different way, and no stress in a bad way. So I know that she was stressing. I know that she wasn't sleeping as well because of that. So if I could reassure her, of course I'm gonna reassure my mom, right? So I talked to my father, and I told him I got a good news, but I want to keep it a surprise because I get excited. My father doesn't work, so I get a call that tells me, hey, you don't owe us money, and right away I call my father, and I told him I have a surprise. Like, oh, is it the chômage? And I'm like, you piece of shit, how did you know? And he's laughing because he knows he's right. So then I call my mom. And my mom, she picked up, she was working, and I said, Steph, I'm gonna talk. I'm like, Mom, I need 2 seconds, I'm gonna change your life. We've got that. And she started, we can hear her on the phone crying. She's like, oh, I'm so relieved. I prayed for you. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice, you know? But yeah, so this, and it's so stupid because the good news that you bring is the fact that the bad news you brought. Dude. It's like this girlfriend, right? Who breaks your heart. Then she'll come back to you and she's like, hey, I'm so sorry, let's try again. So like, I kind of don't want to try with you, right? She broke your heart, but she's also wanting to fix it. But if she didn't break your heart, why would you need to fix it, right? In this case, I'm this guy. I brought a problem. Hey, I have a solution for this problem. This problem was my fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. They fucked me over. They were trying to fuck me over. And when my boss was like, my old boss, not the owner of the company, but the boss, was like, no, you can't get there. You cannot drive. You know, we have my back. Now, if it wasn't for my boss, would I have won? I don't know. It's not this big victory, but still, I was able to call them and reassure them. And that's taking responsibility for the people that I want to talk to, responsibility for people fucking with me, responsibility for people that I love. I cleaned the apartment today, which felt phenomenal. I cleaned the apartment today, and I didn't clean the apartment in 3 weeks, so it felt really nice, really, really nice. And that's pretty much it. So, also, I've had this great news. This is more of behind the scene that has nothing to do with it. So every single night, I have one vice, right? And this is not the biggest vice, but it's still something. It's so funny. Most of the show that I watch, I need to make content. Most of the videos that I do, I need to make content. When I'm not making videos, I'm filming some gameplay. However, there is a show that I like to watch, and it's TikTok battles. I love watching those. So we had the TikTok battles, and I was like, yo, my apologies. Let's see what it is. Yesterday we uploaded the clips. Today we're gonna be able to either some working on multi-streaming or putting some, what should I call it? Putting some effort into multi-streaming. Twitch is not doing well. Twitch is not doing well at all. If anything, it's really doing bad. So yeah, I think this is the thing to do. I think it's It's also stressful. It's like a fix, right? So I'm gonna end here. We have to make a video about Trailer Park Boys. I got 24% batteries. However, the storage is completely empty, so that's good. So love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. If you blink, welcome to our show. Of course, we're doing well on the 29th of May 2025. Today, we're having a video on the gaming channel. My hair, I know, looks like shit. I look like fucking Wolverine. trust me, this is not what we're going for. And if we were going for Wolverine, we would be fucking famous. I look like a fucking poet, right? Fuck do I swear, but we're watching Trailer Park Boys, so that's the reason. Today I wanted to warn you about something. Twitch, lately has not been doing well financially. Some of the ads, some of the company, some people that were using Twitch for ads, are leaving. Some sponsors are leaving. So Twitch isn't doing bad. The financial aspect it really dropped. And you're seeing it on people like Aspen Gold, on people like Tectone. So yeah, so it really dropped. So what am I doing this video for? Well, first of all, I think the best weapon in life is information, is being aware. I don't know how many people talk about it. I saw it yesterday. I want to talk about it. Am I saying that you should leave Twitch? No. However, in a company that hasn't been doing well for a couple of years already, I'm just saying that maybe, just maybe, you should think about possibly leaving the platform. So if you want to go to TikTok, if you want to go to Kick, if you want to, and even if you don't want to, even if you don't want to, even if you don't want to, how can I say that? Even if you don't want to leave Twitch, just starting to see what other thing there is. There's no. I know a captain leave the ship when it sinks, or a captain sink with the ship, something like that. There's an expression for that. But you're not a captain. You're not a captain. Stop thinking that a company cares about you that much. You can have the same job for 8 years, and they'll fire you, right? Sometimes you have to think about yourself, right? And the great thing with this is that right now there's a complete shift in the streaming world. So those companies that were using Twitch for, ads or sponsoring Twitch for ads, they're going to be looking for somebody else, and this other person will possibly be the one to get. It's not normal for someone like Aspen Gold to lose over 300% of what he was doing. I think it was video he said he was making 170, and months it was for Nitro, and then he did $4. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, just inform yourself. At the very least, inform yourself. I'm not saying do anything. Just be aware of what's going on. Be aware of your surrounding. Do some research, right? You never know. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Please be careful. Peace. Don't blink. If you blink, welcome to the Show. Because they're doing well. Because they're having a wonderful day on this holy 29th May 2025. I thought I said 29 the whole day. I thought it was the 30th. I was like, oh fuck, I fucked it up. They were doing season 10 of Trailer Park Boys. Now it's going faster than I thought. It's going faster than I thought in the sense of we were doing one season easily per day of Trailer Park Boys. Now we're doing a season every 2 days, which is a lot more. But even then, we got 10 seasons. We're at season 10. There's season 10 left, season 11 left, there's season 12 left. So that could be cool. Before we start, I have a bad news for you guys. Before we start, I have to not announce something, but not admit something, but I mentioned that I wanted to do the shit dictionary of Leahy. I'm not gonna be able to. I was looking at Amazon. There's people selling signed copy for $1,000. I don't have $1,000, right? I'm sorry. So I will not be able to do it. However, I did promise that we're gonna be watching the podcast and I'm gonna be doing the podcast. So that's pretty much it. Season 10, episode 1. Now this one, the same thing. I haven't really watched season 10 a lot. I didn't finish it. Season 10 to me feels really good. I always knew that season 1 to 6 was the best. I didn't like season 7. Season 8 to me felt good because it was more for the boys. It was more so liberal. It was a bit childish. Season 9 was horrible. So season 10 coming back is good to me. And a lot of things that disappeared in season 9 reappear. So it's like we're getting back to the original plan of Trailer Park Boys. Season 10 is a lot better. There is some weakness, right? I think we're reliant on Guest Liberty. I know too much. I think that's something that they should be possibly careful with. However, they don't do it in season 11, they don't do it in season 12. It's all good. Also, look at this shit. This is beautiful. One of the positive trick of season 10 is the fact that it's very akin the way we would expect, right? It's just a feel good season. It's just a feel good season. And after season 10, after season 9, we needed it. For some reason, Netflix don't work. 20% battery, 29%. It's okay. Worst case, I'll be doing. I need to be working till 9:45, which is 34 minutes from now. So since Netflix isn't working, I'm gonna do a little something called close and restart. It's okay to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue. I hold it against you. I know that you're leaving. You must have your reason. It'll happen once again. It'll turn to a friend. Netflix isn't working, and it's got me tripping. I don't know what to do or how to fix this shit. Maybe I'll restart it and we'll fucking get through it. And see you as we do this season 10 and recap or review the adventure of Bubbles, Ricky and Julian. Some J-Rock, some Corey, some Jacob, some Lucy, Trinity, Lil Mo, Marguerite, MC Flurry. I love making content. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, Ing, why don't you just fucking pause, dude? Does the bear shit on Pope? Fuck off. Just because I think that a lot of people are so careful and so worried about, oh man, every single second of the video counts. No, it doesn't, motherfucker. Most of your day don't count. Most of your day is working a job that you don't like. So if you're watching a video where there's a couple minutes of things that you don't want to see, well, tough shit. You gotta toughen up, bro. You gotta toughen up. We're at 27% batteries. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it till 9:45. However, we do have 32 minutes of possible content. 33 minutes. We're at 17 here, so that's good. Okay, so we restarted the whole thing, the whole Shazam. So what I'm hoping here is, it's working. Look at these, bro. Look at these. This is beautiful. Can you see it? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. We'll go here. We'll go Microsoft Edge, and I'm hoping I will get restored. Surprise, motherfucker! We're getting it. And maybe I'll see you at a movie straight preview. You show up and walk by, hanging out with that guy. I know that you're leaving. You must have your reason. Okay, so we'll do profile number 2. And happen once again. It'll happen once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone you understand. But Netflix here, so I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't work, well, fuck it. Fuck my tits. I'm sorry. Like if... See? Dun 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 ba-da-da-dum dum dum bum bum ba-da-dum dum 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 bum 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 bum. No, it's not here. No, I don't know. Something is playing, but I don't know which one. Nope. Fuck, this sucks, dude. Because now, this is on purpose. A couple minutes I don't mind, but a couple hours, that's too much. And for some reason it's not working. Why is it not working? It's all for them. We'll pause and we'll come back. Shit. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay. Well, Netflix is down right now. Don't link. It's your boy Link. Welcome to the Commentary Show. Because I'm doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day and crazier hair than I do. On this 29 May 2025, today we're talking about self-destruction. And I know this is a specific subject. This is a very dark subject. I want to show you guys the night sky because it's beautiful tonight. We have this. So lately we've been really going through mental health issues. And I was talking with someone today on TikTok because I was on TikTok live. And what a way to start a video. You see, I got the same intro every single time. Then I just dive in, which is way too abrupt. That's how we do it, right? So I was talking to someone today that really knows the content, that really knows me. And it was kind of fun because this person, since we've been friends for a while, again, it's not somebody that's, hey, I kind of know you. There's this weird part where people, if they watch the video, they'll get to know me. But it's not necessarily like we know each other, right? Is you know me because you saw the video, but I don't know you, which is really weird. And I think that's introspectual aspect. And for this person, he's always, no matter how often I take break for mental health, he's always understanding. And it sucks because there's people that are gonna understand that you have mental health issues, but it's not necessarily like, oh, dude, we understand, we forgive you. A lot of people, and we do take a lot of break though. We do take a lot of break. It's bad because I'm having a lot of mental health issue, with depression, with stress. The reason why we're doing good today isn't because we healed. The reason why we're doing good today is because there's a puppy barking. It's because we solved the problem. We had a problem with the government and we solved it. So because we solved it, then I feel better because I was able to call my mom. I was able to tell her, hey mom, we're gonna be okay. I was able to call my father. I was able to tell him, hey dad, we're gonna be okay. Which is something that a son wants to do. And I don't think no kids doesn't want to call his parents and say, hey, guess what? I got some good news for you. This is possibly the funnest thing to do as a kid, right? It's the most important thing to do as a kid. It's one of the funnest to do. See, we're playing the tower, so I have to fix it a little bit because today we're gonna be playing a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So yeah, so this is quite important. That being said, because we have this weight off our shoulder, I'm just like, okay, well, we're doing so good, but are we truly doing good? So remember, this video is called self-destruction, and I think self-destruction is the answer. I've always, as a kid, been very shy about my problem. Always been very shy to talk about things. Now we do videos, but nobody. Well, I'm not saying nobody, but a very small amount of people watches the video. So it's not like I'm talking to 1,000 people and say, hey, I feel shitty. I feel shitty, and I'll get a couple of views, and I don't know who the views is. You know, so this feels really good because I'm like, okay, well, we're kind of going through life, and we get to talk about it. We get to externalize our feeling, which is super important, right? But because we're going through so much, how can I say this? We never really healed. As a kid, I was too shy to talk about it. So my excuse was I was shy to talk about it, right? As a young adult, I was like, well, nobody helped me, right? That's my excuse for being depressed. Nobody helped me. Nobody gives a shit, right? That was the excuse. Then we grew, then we got more mature, and we realized that you can't rely on people for depression. You can't rely on people. Like, okay, well, fuck you. If I can't rely on you, I'll rely on myself, which is another freaking, it's a completely different thing. It's a completely different game. So when you understand that, you're like, okay, well, I have to rely on myself. And then right away, you start to build up a carapace, you start to build up a shell, you start to build up a resistance to bullshit, right? You can become biased. I did a video last week, and this was it. I did a video last week was, I'm becoming grumpy. And that becoming grumpy was like, dude, I'm becoming such a piece of shit because I don't really talk about shit anymore. It doesn't affect me in a positive fashion the way it used to do before, right? But it's just that there's hopes up and then there's hopes down. A yes can be amazing, and no can be destroying. So you rather say maybe because you don't want a yes, you don't want a no, right? I'd rather have nothing than a no. Um, so you start relying upon yourself, right? But the problem with relying on yourself, and this is coming from a guy who relied upon himself for freaking years. I relied upon myself for freaking years. I didn't ask for help. I wasn't talking about it, my problem. I was just self-medicating with porn and junk food. And that was something I would do. It's something I still do. However, things have changed. I have a community right now. I have people that cares about me. But I have also a platform to talk about it. Hey, I'm feeling this type of way, I'll share it. I'm feeling another type of way, we'll share it, right? And now we're solving a lot of problems. So with this, I'm no longer shy of talking about what I'm feeling. So I'm talking. It doesn't matter if I'm alone, because I'm talking to people. I don't know who, but I'm talking to people. And lastly, we have one way of exteriorizing the whole thing, right? So we should be able to solve it. So why can't we heal? Now, every single time, I feel like we don't take the time to heal properly. But at some point, I'm like, why am I not able to heal properly? What is stopping me from healing properly? And then I was watching this documentary today on the Phoenix, right? And now Phoenix was a mythological creature, and it was the only mythological creature that was used for medicine, right? And it was nice because you would see but it was also almost akin to religion, the concept of talking about it. So see, the Phoenix was talking about immortal life. The Phoenix was talking about reincarnation. The Phoenix was talking about so many of those things. And for me, the Phoenix was something, but the Phoenix is only born from ashes. So you have to burn down everything, and then the principle of self-destruction is the point. So I was talking about this video, which is I'm becoming grumpy, and most of the time I was allowing myself to be more and more biased, more and more negative, and that wasn't the solution. That wasn't even close to solution. This was just me being an asshole and needing to be an asshole. And I'm gonna ask you this very simple thing: what purpose does it solve? You being an asshole, does it help? Does it not help? Why are you an asshole, right? And the reality is, it was a super simple way. I told you guys that I believe that you'd rather have you'd rather have a maybe than a no. I think you'd rather be an asshole and push away people than possibly have good relationship or good friendship, right? So you're isolating yourself. And in some ways, isolating yourself is self-destruction. I was also talking about a sports athlete that got injured with me making content. Now depression was affecting making the content. So the sport athlete had a future, was obsessed with that. Because he got an injury, he can no longer do it. Because I was depressed, I can no longer do the video. Video, once again, that was my only escape from depression. Video, again, that was my only way to be happy and be myself, right? I always have a problem with saying this is Ink and this is Stefan. The problem is that Stefan won't do what Ink does, but Ink is more Stefan than Stefan is. Because Ink doesn't follow certain rules that Stefan does. Stefan is less happy than Ink, right? Then I cannot rely on Ink always. There's gonna be time where I'm like, dude, this oh shit, I've almost dropped my phone. This is not a solution. This is never a solution. You're fucking up. You're not fucking up because you're making a mistake. You're fucking up in the sense of, well, you had an opportunity to be yourself and get away from the problem, and you didn't. What does that mean? It's like, for example, right? Somebody gives you a quiz, right? And on TV you have those quiz, and they give you a call, they give you a lifeline, right? And then, yes, you win, but you use a lifeline and you use a call. If they didn't offer you the call, and if they didn't offer you the lifeline, would you have win? Yes or no, right? And that is the problem. That is the problem, is testing yourself. And once again, this processes of self-destruction, self to yourself. And self-destruction is often seen as inflicting yourself with pain, but it's not pain. I think breaking down your barrier. See, talking about barriers, one of the things that we talk about often, a lot, is breaking down your barriers. You need to break them down, right, to let people in, right? Now, letting people in should be something good, but letting people in doesn't solve anything. Oh, I'm feeling depressed, and this is something we did lately. I'm feeling depressed, so I have this need for love. I have this need for a relationship. I have this need to get into something with someone, and I don't care who it is, but I need to get with someone. And now this actually goes to what shall I call it? It's kind of complex because self-destruction shouldn't also be about isolation, right? I think that relying on people to alleviate